So we give them the smartphone. Right? They don't have a smartphone. Many of them, in fact, do have a smartphone though. But we give them a dedicated smartphone that has the Ola mobile app. Right? We've distributed over 2,000 smartphones across Kaali Peeli drivers in Mumbai now. Right? This smartphone has the Ola application, right? And that enables them to log in and be available for customer device.
Even before I was a public figure, I think it's important wherever you can, especially when you live in India where there's so much diversity, and I think if you're born into a family with a certain amount of privilege, there's a certain moral conscience, I think, that drives you to give back to society. And I certainly don't take my position for granted. But connecting it to why we're here today, I mean, this is of course a business venture which is now branched out and is incorporating Kaali Peeli, giving them a platform. So there's an element, what I like about it most is an element of empowerment, whereby the goal is, the philosophy is to make everyone as an individual the best that him or her can be. So giving them the facilities, giving them the opportunity through financing, because they've tied up with certain financial institutions. As you saw in the video, they were saying sometimes loan milna mushkil ho jata hai unke liye, gaadi nahi kharid pate hain. So that has become easy as well. They've tied up with motor companies, with financial institutions, which I think is wonderful. But the goal is to help each and every driver stand up on his or her own feet, and you know, it's their dream that they're trying to fulfill.
One of the most important reasons we got Soha here was because she uses Ola so much, right? And we know she loves the entire app experience, and that she's been using us multiple times. We've interacted with her in the past, and we realized, you know, she loves the whole idea of how we are enabling entrepreneurship. So we were having a chat, and you know, she was telling how amazed she is about learning. So there was this video when Soha saw about a woman entrepreneur, a housewife who started with one cab and today has 9 cabs, all of them working with Ola, right? And is an entrepreneur by herself in her own mind, right? So such things struck a chord with her, and as a user, she's been an amazing user. So it makes more sense to get someone who uses us more often than to get any random celebrity. Right? And Soha is definitely a great Mumbai connect.
Well, I am an Ola user actually, which is why I think that perhaps they thought of me to invite me here today. And Ola has of course been in existence for 2 or 3 years now as an mobile application to book cabs, and they have various kinds of cabs that you can book, from a premium car to a compact car. What is exciting about today is that they have now included a platform for the Kaali Peelis. So those taxis that are the lifeline of Mumbai will now be available to book online through Ola, which I think is really exciting. I think so. I think the main concern is the gap between supply and demand. There is obviously a lot of demand for transport and convenient, efficient transport in a city like Mumbai and in other cities, even two-tier cities. Everyone needs to get from point A to point B in the quickest, most convenient way possible. And there are, of course, we've seen that visual of a taxi driver sitting in his cab, not getting someone, even though there are so many people in a parallel lane looking for a cab. So because a mobile application will fill that gap. You can see on your GPS, you can see where your nearest cab is, you'll get a time estimation, you'll get a rate. So all of that will be wonderful. Of course, with the Kaali Peelis, you'll pay in cash, and the other platforms, there are other forms of payment that are possible.